Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is the Search Buzz Video Recap. Today is Friday, March 24th, and this is search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. First up, Google may have confirmed the Fred algorithm update, the update that we've been talking about for the past week and a half or so. Gary from Google at the AMA Ask Me Anything camp session at XMX West yesterday pretty much said, I'm not quoting exactly, but he said, he commented twice on it. He said one is that the search leads, I guess his bosses, basically decided not to discuss Fred algorithm update in public. And he also added that what was hit by Fred is specifically in the Webmaster Guidelines. He wouldn't tell you which guidelines, but by him saying those two things, those are him. That's basically him confirming that the Fred update happened. My analysis of about 150 sites by this time show that there is a pattern of somewhat low-value content aimed at revenue generation, either through ads, affiliate links, lead gen, and other methods. So that's what I've seen. It's not all the sites that were hit around that time were actually hit by Fred. There were in my opinion, some link spam updates as well. But the vast majority of sites that I saw that were hit specifically because of those issues. Anyway, it's good to have confirmation from Google on that. Google also said, or Gary also said from Google, that these phantom updates, which Glenn Gabe named, are core algorithm updates. He said this on Twitter. He said he responded to Martini Buster, why do SEOs call it the phantom update question? And he said because they don't know WTF it is. How close am I method? And he responded, Gary responded from Google, very. Core update is a phantom update. So that's also related news. Gary from Google also said that the mobile first index is not launching until there's a quality neutral set of results, meaning the desktop results are a certain level of quality. The mobile first index results have to be the same level of quality or better for Google to launch it, and they're not at that point for some reason. So that's going to wait until that gets to that point. We don't know when that's going to happen. It could be months or several months. Who knows? John Mueller from Google said that top stories, inclusion in top stories, is purely algorithmic. It's not a manual inclusion like it used to be back before in 2014. So that's something that we probably covered before. There were allegations floating around the web for the past week and a half or so that some German SEO company is marketing the fact that they have an ex-Googler, a former Googler, that are using techniques like paid links and so forth to spam the search engine and to increase your rankings. So John Mueller actually responded to these things saying that the web spam team doesn't care who's involved in, spam techniques. They will take action wherever it is warranted, regardless of who they are. So even if you are a former Googler that is spamming Google, you're using your name to go ahead and get clients, Google will still go ahead and penalize those sites. Google AdWords on Friday afternoon around 5 p.m. Eastern released news that they are expanding the meaning of what they call close variants. So function words are being ignored now, so such as jobs in the United States, Nike for women, those types of words are being ignored, and plus the word order. So for example, running shoes versus shoes for running, or shoes running, like men's dress shirts versus dress shirt men's. Technically, a lot of advertisers are very, very upset about this because it have some less control over the AdWords campaigns, and we're not really sure what Google will go ahead and expand these close variants to, and you don't know how much work you did with phrase match and exact match to go ahead and get to these points. I'm not an expert in this field. There was a panel at XMX West where we had some experts talking about it, and they said it's really too soon to tell. The big question is how much work is involved on the agency level or the advertiser level to say, what do I have to target or what don't I have to target? What do I have to negative match? What do I have to use exact match for? What will this really take care of for me, and what do I have to make sure it doesn't take care of for me? So lots of questions up there, and we'll keep track, but it's very, very interesting that Google released that really on a Friday afternoon, saying this is good for advertisers. If it was really good for advertisers, they would release it on like a Monday afternoon or Tuesday afternoon or morning. Google has added placement controls for advertisers. Basically, a lot of advertisers were upset that their ads, their Google Display ads and YouTube ads and other ads were being displayed on websites that had hateful, offensive, and derogatory content. So Google promises they're going to add new controls. So they had some new controls. They're adding new controls for advertisers to allow advertisers to block their ads from showing on these sites. But the issue is, even when they did that, some advertisers came back, but right after, like a day or two after, advertisers like AT&T, Verizon, Johnson & Johnson, Enterprise, Car Rental, these big advertisers continued to drop out of using Google Ads Network to show ads. So that's interesting. Google is testing larger PLAs. So here's a screenshot showing those PLAs as a GIF. You can see smaller, larger, smaller, larger. They're testing larger PLAs, product listing ads, shopping ads. Google My Business has a new automated process for ownership conflicts. So if I say I'm the owner of this business and you say the owner of the business, or the owner dies and you have to take over the ownership, or you bought the business, that process is always a little sticky. So now Google has actually automated and changed the process a little bit to make that possible. So if you are in that position, definitely take a look at this article and you can actually go through that new process. Google local business reviews are now showing emojis if people leave reviews with emojis, which is good. Here's an example of emoji with a thumbs up. Google local reviews also are showing with top 10 icons from The Guardian and other publishers that are producing or releasing top 10 reviews for specific restaurants. So you can see here, The Guardian has a little Guardian icon. It says Newcastle's top 10 budget eats, Newcastle's top 10 craft beer pubs. And there's other examples that come up for this, so it's pretty interesting to see. Google mobile search has added tappable shortcuts. So now when you're in the actual Google search box, you can actually tap on something and expand those into more tappable shortcuts. I thought they had something like this previously. I guess they're retesting it. Google said the rate of search spam or hacked sites has grown year over year, from 2015 to 2016 by 32% increase in hacked sites, and that's just going to increase. They are recommending people to go to Google Search Console, register so they can actually get heads up on things they should patch before they get hacked, and also if they get hacked, it's easier for Google to notify you, and a lot more people who are on Search Console are able to fix those issues faster. Finally, the Google Dance was Wednesday night, and it was a huge success. It was I don't know, probably about 500 people there from the SEO, webmaster, SEM community. People like John Mueller, Gary, Maria Bovia, the top people at Search Console, Paul Haar, the head of one of the search leads, and a lot of other people, Nathan Johns, were there in attendance. I didn't see people from the search quality side, like Brian White. Matt Cutts was not there. He's obviously with Google anymore, but last year he stopped by. In any event, it was really nice to see all these types of people from Google there. It was a lot of fun. Here's Gary. There's John in the background. So Gary, John, Nathan. And there's lots of people there that were there, a lot of SEOs. Here are the shirts they gave out. Here's some people having fun. This is the person at Google who's going to write documentation to improve the developer documentation and the webmaster documentation on how to do certain technical stuff. That's Danny. That's Elliot from, I think he's like one of the leads on Search Console. That's obviously Gary. But that's pretty much it. So it was really fun. It was great to see all these people. And XMX and Google Dance and Google and everything was really fun this week. So hope everybody had a great week. And if you missed it, you can definitely take a look at that over there. There's some videos and pictures and so forth. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. Thanks for everybody who's watching live. Let me know if you want me to do this on Facebook versus Twitter, Periscope. And I'll see you guys next week. Everyone, have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys next. Bye.